Hey guys, welcome to the Hope That Heals You with me, Marie Nazria, where I talk about everything. I just had a very interesting conversation with someone about feelings. And what was so interesting about this conversation is this this podcast is really for empathetic people who are always in their feelings, people who when they're conscious enough, realize that they're basically navigating their lives through their feelings. And as much as there's so many beautiful aspects to that, today's podcast is really talking about acknowledging those feelings, but also not having to feel everything. You know what I mean? So, for example, if you're like me, I can sit down and have a conversation with someone about their divorce. And sometimes it's really exhausting for me and very draining for me. Or I have certain relationships where when I get off the phone with that person, I'm like, oof, that was so draining and challenging. And oftentimes it's because we're taking on their feelings, we're processing their emotions, we're going through or trying to empathize with their journey. Now, empathy is a beautiful, beautiful thing, but I think that if you are constantly in that place or constantly in that mode, that you can get burnt out really easily, get deeply affected by everything around you, and have basically a heightened sensitivity to everything, which doesn't always serve you. So today I want to talk about this process that I'm going through currently, where I'm acknowledging that I'm feeling a certain way or that feelings are coming up for me, but I'm not letting those feelings guide me or lead me or affect me in the same way. So, for example, if I know I'm getting on a phone call with that person who's always draining, I take a moment with myself and I say, okay, I'm about to speak to this person who takes a lot of energy from me, and I give it to them as well. But I don't want to be in my feelings around this. I want to objectively listen to them, objectively support them. And then when we're off the phone or when we're done having a conversation, be able to go about my day and not be deeply affected. And I think it's a really good exercise to do in relationships, in all your relationships, actually. So I wanted to just talk about that, acknowledging our feelings, acknowledging when we're taking on someone else's feelings. I know in my past relationships, if my partner was sad or mad or angry, I would feel it. And I would be like, oh no, now I'm sad, mad, or angry. And this can become a really toxic trait. It can also make you codependent and believe that whatever someone else is going through, you're going through it. And that's not the reality. So as beautiful as it is to have this sensitivity and this empathy around things and people's lives and their journeys, like you have to also protect yourself and be mindful, how much of my day did I spend in my feelings? Because feelings come and they go. For example, how I felt about a major decision. Let's say I had a major decision to make today and I had a lot of feelings around it. I have to think back 10 years ago, I had a major decision to make and I had a lot of feelings around it. Do I feel the same way today? Do I have the same feelings? No. So, and do I even remember what those major issues are specifically? Not really. So as we continue or try to live in a present moment, remember our feelings are constantly shifting, constantly changing. Sometimes they're bigger, sometimes they're smaller, sometimes it's triggers. Whatever it is, they pass, they come and then they go, they come and they go. And this actually plays and lends a hand to anxiety and how much we're in our feelings. You know, if I wake up and I'm like, oh, I didn't sleep well, I'm having a feeling about that. And then I'm like, oh, this day isn't going great. Guess what? In 2 hours, I'm going to be in a very bad mood and have no energy or motivation to do anything. And that's because I chose to ride on this wave that is my feelings, that is ever changing. So I invite you to practice this. Be mindful of your feelings about everything. Having feelings about someone else's feelings constantly, it's draining, it's exhausting, it's pointless. It doesn't really put you in control of anything. It's just draining, to be honest. So I wanted to talk about that today. I hope it helped. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback. Thanks so much. Have a beautiful day.